Biden administration reportedly admitting to secretly flying 320,000 illegal migrants into 43 U.S. airports last year. This is a blockbuster admission.
In a bombshell admission, the Biden administration has confessed in court that they have secretly flown hundreds of thousands of illegal migrants to dozens of U.S. cities, and you're not going to believe the reason for why they did it. And then...
Okay, so just how bad was this polling for President Biden?
Really bad.
Biden's polling has collapsed. We're going to see the latest 4 polls that all just dropped, spelling electoral disaster for the Democrats in November. And then...
I already said that it was, and y'all are just going to pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's up, man. You're not helping these people.
AOC has a literal meltdown as ultra-leftist protesters turn on her. We're going to see the latest humiliation and what it means for November. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, and let's dive right in. The Daily Mail has just released a bombshell report detailing how the Biden administration has secretly flown over 320,000 illegal immigrants from Latin American airports to 43 U.S. cities. According to the report, a recent Freedom of Information lawsuit filed by the Center for Immigration Studies forced the Biden administration to admit in court that scores of secret migrant flights to dozens of U.S. cities were arranged in order to artificially lower the number of reported border crossings. You heard that right. Apparently, again, according to the report, migrants to the south of our border were using a special app issued by the Biden administration called the Customs and Borders Patrol One app that allows migrants to apply for asylum in their own country, then be flown to the United States and given 2 years to obtain legal status. Now, to say that this revelation is maddening would be an understatement of the year. And to make matters even worse, U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents are refusing to identify which airports the 320,000 migrants were flown to. Elon Musk was so outraged when he read the report that he tweeted out, quote, "Someone should download the Customs and Border Patrol One app and make a step-by-step video of this insanity. It's a lot of planes and a lot of airports. Amazing that they kept this secret for so long." Now, this, of course, is not the first time the Biden administration has been caught secretly transporting massive numbers of migrants across the country. I remember a couple of years back, I witnessed it myself, if I recall. It was the Philadelphia airport. We were all passengers were forced to wait at the gate as this whole line, this litany of migrants were allowed to board the plane first. And then we were allowed on. I mean, it was utterly insane. But this is what the Biden administration has been doing for years now. Again, Elon Musk is saying quite openly that this is the Biden administration's deliberate attempt at changing the demographics of our nation in a manner that's more politically advantageous to the Democrats. And in so doing, they are inadvertently creating a national security risk that's even worse than 9/11. So what do you think about all this? Let us know in the comments section below, because unfortunately for Biden, the American people are wising up to these insane antics, and the polls show that they have had enough of these blatantly open border policies of this administration. You're going to absolutely love this. But first, gang, our good friend Mike Lindell needs your help. Mike's been on this channel a number of times, as you know, and he's one of the strongest patriots working tirelessly for the America First and MAGA movements in our nation. From election integrity to protecting American businesses, Mike really does it all. And now, as the cabal of deep state lawyers and election machine companies are trying to take Mike down with all these frivolous lawsuits, he needs your support now more than ever. And so, to show his appreciation, Mike is offering incredible MyPillow deals with promo code Turley. If you click on that link below right now, you could save well over 60%. Yes, you heard that right. 60% on all sorts of incredible MyPillow products. Of course, Mike is offering huge savings on the new and improved MyPillow 2.0. But gang, I also couldn't recommend enough Mike's My Slippers as well as his bed sheets. I mean, these are some of the comfiest slippers and sheets I've ever owned. In fact, I would use that word to describe all of MyPillow's products. comfy to the max. So don't wait, gang. Support Mike as he fights for election integrity and get some extremely comfy things to boot. It's a win-win. Don't wait. Click on that link below or go to mypillow.com/Turley right now.
CNN's senior data reporter joins us now over at the Magic Wall. Harry, okay, so just how bad was this polling for President Biden?
Really, really, really bad. All right, there were four polls that came out over the weekend, and you'll notice there's a lot of red on this screen, all right? New York Times Siena College poll, which I think got the most press, had Trump up by 4 points among likely voters. But it matched the CBS News YouGov poll that had Trump up by 4 points among registered voters. The good polling for Joe Biden was a Fox News poll that had him down only 2, and a Wall Street Journal poll that had him down only 2. Again, Trump ahead in all 4 of these polls. And here's what I will note, Abby. If you go back to the 2020 campaign, try and find a single CNN-approved poll that had Donald Trump ahead of Joe Biden. Guess what? You couldn't find a single one. And in this weekend, there were 4 polls compared to 0 throughout the entire 2020 campaign. So a very different picture.
Yeah, that about said it all. Even CNN is recognizing what's appearing to be more and more inevitable. Biden is going to get crushed in November. Take a look at the RCP average. This is the Real Clear Politics polling aggregate, which averages out all of the polls. Remember, CNN just pointed out at no point did Trump ever even come close to leading Biden in the RCP aggregate back in 2020. They had Biden consistently up 7 to 10 points over Trump. Look at this. Trump is beating Biden by over 2 points in the RCP aggregate. In the last 10 polls, Trump is beating Biden in 8 of the 10, and he's tied in 1 other. I mean, take a look at Michigan. Now, this is a state Biden has to win if he's going to be successfully reelected. Look at this. Biden has not led in a single Michigan poll since freaking October of last year. Doesn't matter what poll you look at, Fox, CNN, Emerson, New York Times, doesn't matter. Biden is getting crushed in a must-win state. And we can obviously see why. What's the number one issue of concern for voters today? What is it? It's illegal immigration. Voters are more concerned about illegal immigration than they are about the economy, about inflation, about recession. That's not, of course, it is not because the economy is recovered. It's just that concerns over violent crime epidemic that's sweeping the nation has surpassed the already very serious concerns about the economy. And they're rising up. Voters have absolutely had it. What do you think? You think Biden is toast come November? Let us know in the comments section below.
You refuse to call it a genocide in front of everybody.
I need you to understand that this is not okay.
It's not okay that there's a genocide happening. You're not actively against it.
You're lying.
I'm lying.
You're not.
You went on TV and avoided talking about it.
For what? Because now you can't say it's a genocide or what? You're deciding for political ways. You can't call it a genocide. Then how do you say that? We're not lying.
We're not lying.
You've been
We're on
saying it in
TV.
interviews. It's insane. You haven't been calling it a genocide. Don't tell me I'm lying. Then just say it's a genocide. Just say it. Over 30,000 people are dead, AOC. You can't just say it for once. Just say the word. That's it. That's all we want you to say. Or you're not angry about people confronting in public, but you can't call it genocide. Over 30,000 people have died.
Stop. Okay? Stop.
We're not doing anything. We're just talking to an elected public official. That's all we're doing. That's it. Cut it, and you're going to cut this, and you're going to clip this so that it's completely out of context. I already said that it was, and y'all are just going to pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's f***ed up, man. And you're not helping these people, and you're not helping them.
You refuse to.
You're not helping them.
Well, as you can see, the left is now officially eating its own. That was, of course, in New York, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez getting confronted by far-left activists over the whole Palestinian issue. Now, the irony in all of this, of course, is that these are AOC's politics coming home to roost. Social media is ablaze today with her past comment claiming that the whole point of protest is to make people feel uncomfortable. According to AOC, activists take that discomfort with the status quo and advocate for concrete policy changes. popular support often starts small and grows. To folks who complain, protest demands make others uncomfortable. Well, that's the point. And of course, we just saw AOC learning her own lesson there. We just saw her get caught in the crossfire of a very real civil war that's broken out on the left between pro-Israeli liberals and pro-Palestinian progressives. Joe Biden is learning this lesson the hard way as well. We saw it in the recent Michigan primaries where Biden lost one of the most Democrat districts in the whole of Michigan, Dearborn. It's the single most densely populated Muslim towns in the nation. Biden won it by 70% of the vote in 2020. Gang, last week, Biden lost Dearborn to the generic uncommitted vote. And he lost it by a 3-1 vote. It was a protest vote against Biden's policies in the Middle East. I told you, gang, I have been telling you for months now, the civil war between pro-Israeli and pro-Palestinian factions inside the Democratic Party is huge. And it's going to cost the Democrats big time in November. Just ask AOC. Hey, gang, I just wanted to give you a huge note of thanks to each and every one of you, the thousands of you that have recently clicked on the link below and joined our Insiders Club. As many of you know, we took a big hit from big tech. Our channel was completely and totally demonetized. But you, literally thousands of you, stepped in and you rescued me and this channel by bypassing big tech and joining our Insiders Club. You made it loud and clear to the Silicon Valley oligarchs that we're a movement, an army of like-minded patriots who refuse to be silenced by the international woke police. And so once again, I just want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you who have joined our Insiders Club for coming to our rescue. And for those of you who want to join in on the effort and take action, gang, just click on the link below and join our email list. That way we will never, ever, ever lose touch with each other, no matter what big tech does. So just click on that link below, join our email list, and become a part of an army of literally hundreds of thousands of patriots dedicated to taking our nation back, most importantly, together.